Madeline, you're going to be delivering one of the Ebdaah Specialist Consultant series on specific learning difficulties. Can you just describe to us some of the content of that conference for people who are going to be attending?
The concerns that are raised most often by staff in schools are meeting needs of children with dyslexia, dyspraxia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and increasingly it's the case that more youngsters with autism spectrum or Asperger's are being admitted to the schools. The purpose of the course is to bring together those conditions, because previously they've been researched separately and you'd have specialists in each of them. There is no doubt that if you've got one of the conditions, the likelihood is you're going to have one of the others. And so I want staff attending the conferences and parents, if they would like to attend, to have the opportunity to understand again what is the basis of the difficulty, but more importantly, what do we do about it?
So you mentioned school-based staff, you mentioned parents. Is there a range of people who can attend this and gain from it?
The content of the conference, I would expect that there will be something for everyone, because I'll be covering assessments, I'll be covering the age ranges from 2 years through to college. So attendees would be staff in schools, staff in colleges, perhaps the role of the special needs coordinator would be supported through attendance. I really am committed to supporting parents, and there would be programmes for parents to take home to work immediately with their child. So it's not just information and a theoretical presentation, it's what you can do now to support the youngsters.
And so people who attend, you've already mentioned parents, for instance, could take home some programmes to work on with their children. What would you expect people would leave with in terms of their knowledge, in terms of their experience, in terms of where they go next?
Parents would have a greater understanding of the triggers for the difficulties, and perhaps could look at the environment at home so that the youngsters had less distress. Professionals, and I'm not limiting the presentation to professionals in education. I work very closely with psychiatrists, with paediatricians, with speech therapists, with occupational therapists, and I would expect professionals to leave with assessment tools so they can identify conditions and perhaps make referrals or provide advice to teachers who may then be supporting the youngsters.